We the murder team. We the murder team. Get this murder, man.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Marcelina, back at it again with another video. So I'm back with Miv. I haven't done this in so long. Obviously by the title you already know what this video is about, but we're gonna do dating red flags. I'm not in a relationship, but they are, so you know you get a bit of both worlds, I guess.
Oh, hi. I'm Irene.
I already know who I am. I'm married. The first one would be consistency. I feel like if they're not being consistent, like it depends, I guess. Like if you just started talking to them, getting to know them, maybe. But I feel like if it's not consistent, then like that's an issue. That's a red flag, I should say.
I agree. I feel like if somebody is like inconsistent, like they start off, you know, doing all these things for you, showing that they're interested, and then it's like after they get you, they kind of become complacent, like they stop what they're doing.
I like a vibe you can't maintain.
Period. Exactly. I just feel like that's a major red flag, because to me it kind of shows that you were never really about that. You kind of just put it on for show.
People love doing that though.
Yeah,
it's really
sad. On a facade.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Like I don't know, because if y'all have watched Blue Therapy, you know the whole Deborah and what's her man. Yeah, at first we was like, "Girl, you're tripping," but then as we kept watching the episode, you got to see that this guy really showed her a lifestyle from the beginning that she hasn't like. So she has every right to feel like, you know, like, what's going on here, because you're not consistent. Consistency is a really, you know, important thing, I feel like. So I mean, I agree to keep it consistent, be persistent.
Like if they always want you to like initiate, or even if they don't want you to initiate, but like you are the one like initiating things, like let's say you text them first, if you don't text them first and you don't hear from them, so I'm like, you know, along those lines.
I think everything should come from both sides, you know what I mean? That way one person doesn't feel like they're always like they're being 100% on their end, but you're not.
See, someone has said if they're always on their phones, but like how do you feel about that?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Is this you?
No. But my boyfriend had to, I don't want to say called me out on it, but that was something he noticed that I did a lot. Not that it was even intentional, but like I just kind of was like always on my phone. So
kind of see,
you see what I'm trying to say? It was kind of like, let's say a casa, right? And then there's like a break.
Like casual conversation.
It's a casual. Never like a serious. Okay. Obviously, I feel like if I don't have anything else to say or contribute to whatever conversation is going on, I'll kind of just get on my phone. And
it's not on purpose.
It's not on purpose. It's just like I just end up like, in a way, at times I would feel like awkward, because it's just like I don't know when to jump in, when to, you know what I mean? I feel like if somebody has already told you and you keep doing the same thing, or like you're kind of making excuses for it or whatever, then that is a red flag, because that shows that you're not really considering their feelings.
What is booty call hours? Is it like after 3? Because then I'm asleep, but that doesn't apply to me if that's the case.
You know, I've been out the game for so long. I know what these kids are doing nowadays.
Oh
but,
my gosh.
You know, like 3, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are like, they should be asleep. What are you doing up at 3? You know what I'm saying? Them is o'clock. Like, I just feel like past 1-ish, like, and if it's, again, because if it's a consistent thing, like if they're not seeing you like when the sun is out, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just know when booty call hours is. Yeah, like it could
when
be
they like hit you up only at night.
Only at night, exclusively at night. Like, you don't talk to me throughout the day, or even if you do, you don't invite me to, you know, certain places, settings. You don't invite me to lunch. You know, simple things. Then it becomes booty call hours, because like you only text me after this time. You know, like So yeah, it is a red flag.
So like, what if you can't text during the day?
Why not?
Like maybe the job that you
probably do this. Just say you do it. Just say it's you. I'm saying
what if the work? I'm not talking about me. I'm saying, what if the work that you do doesn't allow you to text during the day?
I mean, but they communicate that. Okay, yeah. Like if you
like let's say you say like good morning, like I'm gonna be at work till like 10, 11, and then like this doesn't apply to me.
Are you
I just heard certain things, so I'm speaking for those people.
You're speaking for other people.
It's like exclusively like I'm only texting you and like where like you didn't know what they was doing all day, like you know what I'm saying. I mean, you don't need to, but like you kind of need to be aware of, you know. But yeah,
I would say another one is if they text you like every couple of months, or you know when you post a cute picture, that's when they want to text you.
they're not even serious.
At that point,
That's just jokes.
Serious. That's just for fun.
I think a red flag is like when someone can't take accountability. That's definitely a big red flag, because at that point it's just like, why am I even telling you my feelings if you're not going to take accountability?
How long would you, well, I guess not dumb because like they're in a relationship, but like if you weren't, how long would you want to be in like the talking stage? I don't see that for real, but like that's people, they be doing that stage.
What do you mean you don't see it?
Like I don't see the talking stage as a stage. Like if you're just dating or getting to know somebody, then you're just dating.
You're dating somebody, yeah. Okay.
But for those that see it, how long would you be in the talking stage for?
You all would say that there's no such thing as a talking stage. It's just dating, straight to dating.
Unless like there's the dating where it's like it's exclusive to you two. Like
because I was about to say exclusiveness. You know, some people like
and then there's the dating where it's just like you're just getting to know anybody in general.
I feel like dating's exclusive. I mean, but then dating. I know to me.
No, I see what you were saying.
To me, like if you're dating somebody, it should be. This is just my opinion. It should be like one person. I feel like this new age talking.
The technicality.
I think there's when people define talking stage, right? This is my opinion, I guess. Like that's okay, I'm getting to know you, you know what I'm saying? We texting here and there, but it's nothing serious. We're just talking, you know what I'm saying? And we pass that stage a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I feel like talking, okay, I'm talking to multiple people. We're not excluded. You can't come in. It's not by force. But then if you're dating, like I feel like that should be exclusive to somebody. Like you're dating one person. Like, but then I can see how people are like, oh, I'm just dating
people.
I'm just dating around.
Yeah,
I can see. So I can see where it goes, but like, I don't know. But as far as to answer the question, talking stage, I feel like what's your favorite color? All them questions, like you should be done with that. Like
the birthday.
like you know what I'm saying? And we getting old. Like we not. Like I just feel like that's a lot. You know?
That's time.
That's time. You're asking me your favorite color like 2 months in. Like why? You know, but so I don't know. I can't put a date on it, to be honest.
Because like I've had people be like, at minimum they have to like talk for 6 months, but like what could you be talking about for 6 months?
That's your
it's like okay, 2 months, okay, but 6 months, that's a push. Like that's far.
Like that's half a year.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
You could have met somebody else.
You could have.
That's true.
Please.
I've heard people say like 3 to 4 months, but I honestly say it depends on the people. Like when you feel like you know someone enough to the point where you want to like ask them to be your girlfriend, someone that's controlling, that's a major red flag. No, like tries to control who you hang out with, the time you spend with them. Just it's too much. No, that's it.
Definitely gotta be your own person. Like that's not it.
Like with the controlling one, especially, like that might be hard to see in the beginning, but it's like there's always someone there that's telling you like the red flags, you know.
Like what Marcina said, it's hard to kind of see because some people like don't see like the controllingness because you kind of like some women want to see like their guy to be a little more like dominant, so they take the dominance as like oh, like, that's my man, I'm gonna let him do what he wants. But then like you gotta know the difference. Like when boundaries start getting, like when you start overstepping that, that's when you should, sit down, have a conversation and, rectify that, because it'll only get worse. Like
what is too early in the talking stage? It's still a short period of time, but like what is too short for you?
Again, that depends on y'all, but
honestly,
I just feel like 2 weeks isn't enough to get, especially if y'all don't know each other from Adam. Like 2 weeks is not enough time. I mean, that's just coming from like it's people that have gotten married within the same day, like in their fine. 20 years later, but how many stories do you hear about it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I don't know, 2 weeks, and they're claiming you. I don't know, and if it's like, especially if the energy is not reciprocated, like if you're like hold on, like that's a red flag, because I wasn't ready. Like, like,
some people will confuse, they'll see that as, oh, they're showing interest, or like they're applying pressure, but like, no.
That's true. Another red flag, if you can't tell your partner how you feel, because why do you want to be in a relationship or be talking to somebody or whatever the case is, and you can't express to them how you feel without it turning into an argument or them trying to, like, kind of overpower you in a way or make you feel guilty. That's definitely a big red flag.
That's a good one.
Manipulativeness is like,
yes,
like something that I don't know, and it's something that is hard to obviously to notice because you're being manipulated, but I don't even know, like, I'm trying to even think of an example of manipulation. It's just, when you're being manipulated, is like when your feelings are being invalidated, like, deep down that you feel some type of way, but this individual is convincing you that it is not the way that you see it as. Like, manipulatives is something that I've seen a lot, you know what I'm saying, nowadays, and it's like, that's definitely a red flag, because it also ties into, controlling it. Like, people can easily use that to, claim like their love and, like protectiveness. But then again, you're your own person. Like, so you should be able to be free, express your feelings, things like that, without having to feel like, you're being judged.
Would you consider, if you're like friends or family, maybe family, but like mostly if your friends don't like them?
That's like, different, I feel like, because friends and family, you know what I'm saying, like, some want the best for you, some just want, you know what I'm saying, like, you have to understand that, like, for the ones that do want the best for you, you see their perspective and see, like, they just want to protect you, and you get to understand, like, especially because, like, that's something I had to, like, learn too. Like, I want to hear why you, feel this way about this person, because I want to know. And see, like, if something I didn't know, like, I want to know how you feeling. But, like, it definitely is. I feel like when it goes outside of that too, it can become a red flag.
You really have to know, like, who your friends are and how they are, because like Mary said, not everybody wants the best for you. So
that's very true.
You can't just trust all of them.
Yeah, it's definitely a decision.
That's very, very true. You have people that really, really probably don't want to see you happy and will say everything and anything, and you have those that have been with you through the good and bad times with your partner, you know what I mean? So they are coming from, from a different perspective.
Right.
But at the end of the day, ultimately, it always is your decision too, Or do you guys think it's a red flag if somebody doesn't introduce you to their family?
How long?
When you guys are in a relationship, I guess, or even in the dating stage, I guess, because I guess we can tie it all together. What do you guys think?
I want to say, like, the dating stage, if you're in a relationship, it depends on how long you've been in a relationship. Because, like, if you've been, I feel like if you've been together for, like, I mean, obviously, if you've been together for, like, 6 years and you haven't met their family, that's ridiculous. Like,
in our opinion.
That's ridiculous. But, I'd say minimum, maybe, like, the second year. Because I feel like the first year is too early still.
Yeah, I feel like a year, maybe too early, because nowadays, like, you just see, like, not all, like, relationships don't pass a year sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And, like, people have to understand that meeting a family or meeting, like, any member of a family is kind of like, they should take it a little more serious, because depending on how old you are too, or how serious you both are trying to take that relationship, like, that's a big step, like meeting the parents, meeting, the cousin, whomever. But, I feel like after 2-3, after, like, the second year, you've had to meet, like, somebody.
I think it's so foul when you're arguing with someone and you start cussing them out. I'm sorry, there's other ways to communicate And if you feel like it's going to lead to that while you're upset, probably step away. But I think it's so like unnecessary. I hate it when I see stuff like that, because you don't have to call your significant other out by their, like, you just don't have to do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a time too where you have to learn like I don't know, like a relationship is really different. Like an intimate one, like, you know what I'm saying, with a partner is very different from like a sibling, from XYZ. If you're gonna take this time to like learn how to talk to people, like Irene said, step out if you need to, you know. So like
it's important to know how to argue.
Yeah,
that's definitely key.
Communication skills, keeping secrets. Now, I just feel like, I personally feel like, you know, I'm not like, no one's gonna know everybody's secrets. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep to yourself. And that's cool. That's cool. But like, if there's a secret, or if there's something that you are, you know, withholding from your partner, like something that your partner could find out from a different person, or, you know what I'm saying, something that's just that you think, you know, that they should know, I feel like you should tell. I feel like that's a red flag.
Because it's, if you come off sneaky in a way, like you're lying, like it's just like you said, I don't have to know it. But if it's something that I need to know, you know, and you're being secretive about it, and then it ends up showing in your behavior too. Yeah,
just kind of seeing how they, you know, interact with other people. It's like, oh, they're rude to, you know, a waiter, like, you know, seeing how they communicate with other people. I feel like this could help you too, like when you, especially in the early stages, trying to see who they are as a person. You know, y'all going out, things like that, you know, there's always like mishaps going on. Like, cool, like just kind of study, like if you have a respectful partner, you know, like, okay, they're respectful, they're not gonna embarrass you anywhere, like, you know, how they dress, like them type of things. But if you see something that's not, you know what I'm saying, up to par.
But no, for real, because people be saying that, like, watch how a guy talks to their mom, but like that's not even the same thing, for real. It's really how they interact with people as a whole, people, and deal with things, because they're freaking out around on you.
I really dislike unhumble, like, people as well. And I don't know what that ties into, but like, I just cannot stand an unhumble person. Like, I can't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything you got, like, it speaks for, like, it shines through. You don't need to, especially when some guys are around, like, other girls or other women, I should say, and like
they start acting different.
Yeah, they start acting different, and oh my gosh, so nasty to me. Like, there's no, you don't have to do that. I don't know, some girls like that, some girls like all that. I don't. So I say it's a red flag.
But no, for real, when they act different around other people, that alone says they don't know who they are, and like,
that's true.
Like, if anything, they're just acting. They're gonna be acting with you too.
A lack of trust is also a red flag. I feel like if you find yourself in a situation or in a moment where you realize that you don't really trust your partner as much as you did in the beginning, I feel like that definitely is a red flag, because a relationship is built on a lot of things, and trust is a main factor. And so if you do get to that point, obviously a conversation should be had as to why you don't trust that person, you know? I feel like it becomes a major red flag even more when you've had that discussion and the behaviors or the situations that cause you to feel that way keep happening. That's when, like, you should probably step back. But I definitely feel like a lack of trust is
I think patience is also something, you know, like, lack of patience is a red flag. And now, like, I'm gonna speak to this, like, okay, so let's say you're in a relationship, you know, you're doing the thing or whatever, and like, this is just an example, like, you know what I'm saying, comes a time where you guys are getting intimate, you know, like, and, you know, one person's ready, one person's not. I just feel like if you genuinely like a person, or you see a future with this person, like, you know, you want to be on the same level, I feel like it's a little bit of sacrifice, but it works out for the both of y'all, because, like, what's the rush?
I feel like early in the not relationship, but like if you guys are like talking, dating, whatever it is, if all they're doing is like complimenting you, then like I see that as a red flag personally, just because it's like especially if you're talking about different things, like different topics, etc., but like all they do is just compliment you, like whenever it's like I have all these other qualities and that's what you're focused on, then I just feel like the focus isn't on the right thing.
Give like an example.
Let's say you ask them like, what do you like about me? You know, people ask that question and they're just like, oh, like you're really pretty.
So only on the physical features part. Okay.
Stuff like
Superficial
that.
about it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like everything.
They're
Yeah.
not digging like
Deep.
Yeah.
they haven't even once said you're smart. Like, you know, they just keep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because at that point, it's
I
just
definitely see
like
that.
they're focused on something else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all on the same page. I'm like,
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. This happened back in the day when.
I cannot.
So I was talking to this person and they were just like, oh,
Oh
like,
yeah, for dating days.
Yeah, them days. So, like, you can tell when a person just want to rush into like things to like, because like Mama K said, they're just super superficial. Good morning. What you doing? What are you eating? Oh my gosh! Like, and like when you start to show that like you want a little more substance than that, like they just stop talking to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it gets to one of them things. You can honestly, y'all can tell a red flag. I feel like some people be ignoring red flags on purpose, but you can tell like when a person's not interested. Like, love I say something, but say it, watch it.
Like they're not being authentic. They're faking like what they like.
Okay, so like she be coding. She be coding.
Why was I just?
Yeah, she be coding. Someone was like, oh, someone asked me, oh, so do you know SQL? I was like, I mean, yeah, like, what do you want to know? I was like, yeah, like, what do you want to know? Let's talk SQL. Oh, you just know it said, like, you don't know what SQL, you didn't even know what the word means. Like, you just asked me SQL because you saw somewhere that I know SQL. Like, there's no substance. Don't be superficial. If you really want to know a person, and it's not even bad to even be like, I don't know what this person does, but let me look into it. That's even better than just to ask the person, do you know Java? Yeah, I know Java. Let's dig deep. What do you want to know about Java? I just wanted to know, you know, what? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, and they're always those ones. Some of them will be like, oh, like I'm learning this coding language. Could you help me? I'm just like, yeah, sure, why not? And then like you're not doing that.
You haven't signed up. You don't got
know anything.
Code Academy account. You don't got nothing to show that you are passionate about coding. Get out of my face.
I be mad because I be falling for those because I'm like, oh, maybe they really need help.
I'm crying.
And it's okay to not be into the same things as long as there's some type of similarity. Yeah. But like, it's fine.
Then busadi and no say you won't care
with anything. Even at the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below what your dating red flags are. I feel like we touched on a lot of them, but like, you know, just in case. I'll see you guys in my next video.
Bye.
We the murder team.